Hello there, Grumpy Old Fart here. I'm doing an unexplained phenomena video of the Taos Hum. I had never heard of this. I did not know anything about it until about 7 or 8 years ago. We moved up here to where we live now, which is very near Taos. But I still had never heard of it. I have never heard this hum either. I want to stress that. I have never heard it. But I know a lot of people who have. And the reason I became aware of it was I do a lot of these, I love paranormal and UFO and things like that. And a few years ago, my wife got me a stack of videos of lectures and things like that. One of them had I talked about Lloyd Pye in a UFO Legends video. This is the same stack that had that. One of them mentioned the Taos Hum. And I had no idea what it was. So I did a little bit of research. And I found out that there's a lot of people in this area who have heard it. And they believe it's real. They just don't know what it is. The Taos Hum is a name given to a low, throbbing background noise. It's an invasive, low-frequency humming or droning. That's the definition I found for it. And this is not audible to everyone. Taos, New Mexico has made it well known, made it famous as it were. But such hums like these are also reported in other areas of the United States, in the United Kingdom, in New Zealand, and in Canada. So it's all over. In 1973, there was a report that mentioned a university study of 50 people who were complaining of it. Evidently, between 1 and 5% of the local population in any given area can hear it. And it varies from different places, but it's usually between 1 and 5%. I think in Taos they said it was 2%. So, they've had a lot of different people make theories and make guesses as to what could possibly be causing it. Some possible explanations include mechanical devices, such as local industry and things like that. Excuse me. But in this area, that doesn't. In for example, the area we live in, if people are hearing it here, that explanation does not cut. It doesn't work. Sorry about that. I had to get a glass of water there. Another possible explanation is tinnitus, which is it's a medical condition of the ears that people hear ringing and other noises in their ears. Another possible explanation, let me see if I can get this right. This is a weird name. Spontaneous autoacoustic emissions, which is noise actually generated by the human ear that only the people whose ears are generating it can hear. So that's a possibility. Other possible explanations include the jet stream, animals, DUMBs, DUMBs, and that's an acronym for Deep Underground Military Bases, dealing with their power systems and communications and things like that. If these DUMBs actually exist, then it stands to reason they've got machinery down there, and if this machinery is operating on an extremely low frequency, creating that kind of a noise, it stands to reason somebody's going to hear it. I don't know how true that is, but here you go. Another explanation was ELF, extremely low frequency, ELF radio waves. There was an episode of The X-Files where this ELF hum was being heard, and it was making people's eardrums explode and all kinds of stuff. But the point is, that was the plot of that particular episode. But the idea was this was a communication system they were using to communicate with submarines out at sea. So I don't know if any of that could be true or not, but and the last one is some sort of a supernatural origin. In this area, there are people who believe in the supernatural, skinwalkers, native shamans, things of that nature. And a lot of these people believe that some sort of a supernatural origin can be applied to this hum that people hear, because not everybody hears it. So I don't know what's causing it. I don't know. Here's what we do know: the people who report it are convinced that it's there, and nobody can disprove it. So until somebody can disprove it, you got to kind of take it seriously. So you folks have a good day. God bless one and all.